I also started my talk by quoting Surah Tawbah. And Surah Tawbah happens to be the most militant surah in the glorious Quran. Why do I say that Surah Tawbah is the most militant surah in the glorious Quran? Because Surah Tawbah is the only surah in the glorious Quran which does not begin with a beautiful formula, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Every surah, every chapter in the glorious Quran begins with a beautiful formula, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. For example, if you read Surah Ikhlas, it begins with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Qul huwallahu ahad, say He is Allah, the one and only. For example, Surah Falaq, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq, say He is Allah, the Lord of dawn. Similarly, if you read Surah Nas, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Qul a'udhu bin nas, say, I seek refuge with Allah who is the Lord of mankind. So every surah, every chapter of the glorious Quran begins with a beautiful formula, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. But in the beginning of Surah Tawbah, there is no Bismillah. For example, if you are walking down the street of Hyderabad and maybe on Hyderabad Cornice, you along with your wife or along with your mother, and there is a hooligan. He snatches the handbag of your wife or of your mother and he runs away. What will you do? You will follow him. But natural, you will follow him. The moment you catch up with him, you won't say, Assalamu alaikum, may the peace be on you. Or you won't say, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah. The moment you catch up with him, you say, hey mister, give the handbag, otherwise I'll break your neck. Hey mister, give the handbag, otherwise I'll break your arm. You get down to the subject directly. So Bismillah is uncalled for. Similarly, if you read Surah Tawbah, if you read a few verses of Surah Tawbah, there was a peace treaty between the mushriks of Makkah and Muslims. And this peace treaty was unilaterally broken by the mushriks of Makkah. And by the time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reaches verse number 5, He is giving an ultimatum. He is giving warning. You put things straight in 4 months, otherwise there is a declaration of war. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving ultimatum, giving warning. Though there are many reasons why Bismillah is not there in Surah Tawbah. Some of the Mufassirin, they say that because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving warning, ultimatum, so Bismillah is uncalled for.